What's up, guys? How we doing? It's been a minute since I've been able to talk about what's going on in my life, so I just thought I'd make a quick video venting. It's been a decent week. We made $370, drove 320 miles, worked 6 days, so averaged $60 a day. Not the greatest, obviously, but it's the last week of February, so decent. Our goal's 50 and we average 60 a day, so that's good. Went to the laundromat, got our laundry done, got it all folded and put away, cleaned the house, about to go grocery shopping, did the dishes. Yeah, it's been a long week, man, and it's a goddamn miracle we came up with bills last second, and now it's March, which means winter. The first half of March is slow, but after the 15th, which is my birthday, usually spring break kicks off and it gets busier, so it'll be back to full days, which my schedule, in the winter, everything closes by 8, so that's when I've been, getting off. I've been working like 2 to 8, 3 to 8. But in the summer, I work 2 to 6, then we take a break to 7 to 8, and then work till like 11 or midnight. And then on the weekends, we do 4 to 6, take a break, and then work 8 to 2, which is kind of harsh. It's harsh on her. I hate to bring her along for that, but at the end of the day, 10 to 2 a.m. is so busy, and I've had so many nights where like people will like hire me and pay me cash to be their personal driver and whatnot, and that's the moneymaker right there. That's where you get the most tips and whatnot. So I'm about to have to flip my schedule back around after finally getting adjusted to getting out there by noon, 1. Yeah, it's just been a long week. I had a really rude customer that tip baited. She was awesome. Watched Instacart fuck over a customer that tipped quite a bit of money to make them wait and deliver to a customer that barely tipped at all. I hate these companies. I hate them so much, and I don't know. I I like working in customer service. I always have. I care about my customers and I'm good at it. But to watch companies like Uber and Instacart just give so little of a shit about not only the customer but about you too. It just sucks. And then you spend the entire day fighting for the customer because the billion-dollar corporation is screwing over, the customers that are paying good money, and just at the end of the day be treated like shit by the customers too. Be treated like shit by the goddamn people in the restaurants whenever you're picking up food. I'm tired of it. And while I appreciate everybody that, watched and supported the White History video, I hate the fact that it takes making a political rant to get a lot of views. I've made so many videos that have helped others, that have been inspiring to others, and there's a lot of videos that I've made that I wish 400 people would see, where I'm just talking about my life or my divorce struggles and always trying to show perseverance and keep going no matter what. And nope, it's the political ones that always get the most views. And I stand by my words. I'm happy that it got out there and got likes and attention and whatnot, but it's just irritating that rage bait seems to be or just rage clicks in general seems to be what's more popular than something inspiring or good. You know what I mean? Like, if I wanted to, I could lean into it and I could make a political video every single day. Probably get a lot more views, but I don't want to, you know? Like, I go on political rants sometimes when I think it's necessary, when I think it's relevant, whenever it affects my day or whatever. Then I'll decide to maybe vent about it, but it is kind of irritating that those videos do better than other videos that I would consider to be better, you know? Like, I got told, I had people commenting that I abuse my daughter for simply saying, hey, appreciate minorities and shut the fuck up during February and talking about white history. You won a month, but if you talk about white history, that's a problem, apparently. And by doing so, I must abuse my daughter when I'm out here genuinely busting my ass, and I have 163 videos now, of which, if you actually thought my daughter was in danger, you could go and watch and see, I don't know, if she's happy or not. But, nope, you weaponize a 3-year-old, which just reinforces, you know, that I'm clearly doing the right thing. I'm so bummed out that the person accusing me of abusing my child because they don't like the rant I went on isn't a fan of me. And that side doesn't like me. What a bummer. Anyway. Just been a long week. And I'm trying to get excited about the fact that it's about to pick up, it's about to get busy, but I'm not. To be honest with you, I'm just not. I keep racking my brain on how to get into a different job, how to get into a different situation. I just genuinely don't know, you know? Like I've talked about numerous times, I got this 6-month plan with my debts, and hopefully by then I'll have $750 less in bills, which means maybe I can afford to put her in daycare. But if I put her in daycare, the only job that I can really do is wait tables, and that would limit me to waiting tables during the day. And there's a substantial difference between waiting tables during the day and waiting tables at night. And if I were to wait tables during the day, I would make about what I do now, maybe a little bit more, but not much. And there would be no point in taking on $600 more in bills to put her in daycare just to do a job that makes me the same amount of money, you know? So, I don't know. The conclusion I keep arriving at is either I need to move to Tennessee to be closer to my grandmother and my mother, or I need to, once I get debts paid off, take out a loan and take online courses. I have no fucking clue when I would have the time to do those courses, but I need to go back to school. That's the only way I'm going to get a better job, and I would like to learn more about film so I could make better videos. I was thinking something math related, like being a boring ass accountant. That makes a lot of money and I'm good at math, but I think jobs like that are going to get replaced by AI. So maybe coding and programming would be the thing to go to school for. I don't know, but I definitely need to go back to school. I just don't even know how I would do that. You know, like, my day is so busy. You know, I wake up, take a shower, give her a bath, go to work, come home, cook dinner, do the dishes, sit down, make a video, zone out on TV for about 30 minutes, play with her, and then it's time to go to bed. Like, I genuinely can't express, like, how, like, every second of my day is basically accounted for already. I have no idea how I would I don't know. I don't know how I would mix school in with it too. And this has just been the winter. I mean, the last couple months, you know, I've had more time on my hands because I haven't been able to put in as long of days. There's only a small window that I'm able to work during the winter, which is like 6 hours at most. But during the summer, yeah, I try to work 8 to 10 hours, and I don't get off work till like 2 a.m. So, and considering that break, since we take a break in the middle of the shift, you know, and that's me during that break, I'm cooking and taking the dog out and doing other shit. It makes the day feel longer. Like, yeah, I'm not technically working, but when you start work at 2, work till 6, take a break, go back out there at 8, get off at 2, it still feels like you're working 12 hours, you know? And then you get home, and then you gotta cook again, and clean, and then you don't even get done cooking and cleaning until 3 a.m., and then now it's time to go to bed. It's just, this constant go, go, go is wearing me the fuck out. And I'm genuinely starting to get concerned about my health. I have a doctor's appointment set up because my stomach has been hurting really bad lately. I think I'm starting to get a stomach ulcer. My mom suffered from them, and my lack of eating, it wouldn't surprise me. With the stress, with the lack of eating, and that's what sucks, is that my stomach hurts all the time, which makes it hard for me to eat. But then my blood sugar gets low, so I get all woozy and have to eat. And then I eat, and then my stomach hurts even worse. And then I'm curled up in a ball for like an hour trying to let it pass. I don't know, man. I don't know. The good news is we made it through the winter. We have a roof over our heads. We got food on the table. We're doing it. We're almost at a year. April 1st will be a year that we've been on our own. And the closer we get to that day, the more emotional I'm getting. And I've done so much to try to survive, and I feel like I'm doing a good job, but I feel like health-wise, like, stress is fucking killing me. And I don't know what to do about it. All so I can be told I'm abusing my kid because I went on a rant about how you should appreciate Black history and stop whining every February. Yeah. Way to reinforce that I'm on the wrong side here. I should be siding with you, the guy that weaponizes a 3-year-old because you didn't like my rant, and now you're starting to realize that your parents might be related, so you want to get mad at me. I get it. It's fucking stupid, man. Can't talk about literally anything. Can't point out, hey, arguing over the age of consent when somebody's texting a minor while he has a family is wrong. Downvoted, hey, stop telling women to get their handmade outfits ready. Downvoted, hey, shut the fuck up during Black History Month for once. And then talk about white history, which you want so bad, apparently, but whenever you hear about it, it pisses you off. So what you want is to just be included like an actual fucking toddler. Bravo. But yeah, I'm sure weaponizing my child and accusing me of being abusive and whatnot is really going to prove that I'm wrong for going on the rants that I do. If anything, it just shows how justified they really are. But I get that it sucks, and I get that it's like nails on a chalkboard to people. And say I had 1 million views. I don't want 400,000 of them, 500,000 of them to be, not agreeing with me. politics isn't something that I want to be the main thing that this channel is remembered for. It accounts for very little of what I talk about. Most of the time I'm just talking with you guys about my day and how I'm trying to survive. And then if I feel like a rant on something is necessary, I rant about it. And I don't know. To watch 30 morons all not be able to come up with a single point is sad, but it's whatever. I just wish the political videos... I wish my videos that weren't political did as good, because I've made good videos that I feel like more people should hear, that would help people if it got to them, but they don't get views. People want to be mad, so they click on shit that's gonna make them mad. I think that's weird, but like, I ain't over here watching Nick Fuentes. I know I'm not gonna agree with what he says, so why would I watch them? Whatever. I just, I appreciate you guys. It's been 6 months that I've been making videos now, and it's been interesting, and, you guys and her keep me sane, and, the main reason I started making videos was if anything ever happens to me, I want pieces of me to be here. And I want my daughter to be able to look back and see how hard I tried and see how hard I fought during the divorce and, how much I cared. And nope, none of it matters, because I talked about fucking white history. It's amazing shit, man. People's logic. I get to be told by a C-average kid that wouldn't even be able to fucking survive a day on their own that I'm a bad parent, and it's not that gets under my skin. It's that the level of stupidity that I'm up against. It must be nice. Being stupid must be nice. And I know that I come off as unlikable and arrogant when I say shit like that, but let's be real with each other here. There's more stupid people in the world than smart people. It's just a fucking fact. Dumb people usually go and reproduce like 10 different fucking times and then raise their children to be just like them, while smart people usually have one kid, if any. And I don't know. As long as that's the majority, I'm probably not going to be very liked. But it just pisses me off that I do everything that I do for my kid to, and I'm her best fucking friend, man. She looks at me like a goddamn superhero. But I don't know. I love you guys, and I appreciate the new subscribers, and I'm sorry I'm being kind of depressing. It's been a long week. I've hardly had any time to think, and just watched the video explode while I'm working and shit, and it's so weird the way videos explode, like, I'll post it, it'll be 3 days, it'll get its normal views, and I'll think it's ran its course. Then I go to bed and I wake up and it just fucking exploded. And it's like, if 30 of you idiots wouldn't have commented completely nonsensical opinions backed up by nothing, the video wouldn't have exploded. And then I wouldn't have gotten subscribers from it. Way to help the person you apparently hate. Just, it's fucking irritating. But as far as politics go, like, no, this isn't really what I would consider to be a political channel. If it's relevant and it's current events and something happens, I might rant about it, and I rant about a lot of things. It's just irritating to me that negative videos that are negative get more attention than videos that are positive. It's human nature to want to be mad for some reason, and I don't get that. I've made so many videos that I like trauma dumping. That's a video I made like 3 months ago. If I had to pick a favorite, that's probably it. Where I'm just talking about my parents and how my mother was a narcissist and kind of taught me the same things, and now I'm trying to unlearn that and be better. And how, as a teenager, I had to confront that and recognize that I was starting to become this way and was addicted to drugs, and I've overcame so much shit, and I'm getting told I'm a bad parent by someone who's hiding in a basement, hentai playing in the background. Parents are sitting here probably chugging a goddamn 24 pack of Bud Light. I don't even have the luxury of doing that. Just feels like no matter how hard I try, it doesn't matter. The only opinion that I really care about is my daughter's. And yeah, the shit I see every day, the shit that I had drilled into my throat as a fucking kid, I feel like it's necessary to talk about. That pisses off some racist hillbilly, so be it. What's funny to me is seeing the lack of intelligence and the lack of being able to come up with an insult. Oh my god, this girl is insane. You mean tell me you couldn't come up with one fucking person that with a name that had long hair? You just saw long hair and went, long hair equals girl. This was your moment. You decided you weren't going to come up with counterpoints. You're going to come up with a personal insult. All right. Girl. Ignorance is bliss.